Hello viewers, picture this. You're driving down a mountain pass, lightly resting your foot on the brake, and suddenly the brake pedal goes soft and your car barely stops. Or maybe you're climbing a steep hill. The car starts losing power, the engine begins to struggle, and before you know it, it stalls and starts rolling backwards. These are just some of the situations you might experience when driving on steep roads. So today we're going through 10 common mistakes drivers make when driving uphill and downhill, and more importantly, how to avoid them. The first mistake is coasting downhill in neutral or with the clutch pedal pressed in. The result is the same. Most drivers do it because they believe it saves fuel. The logic here seems simple. Shift out of gear, let the engine idle using virtually no gas, while gravity does all the work. The problem is, that's not only incorrect, but it's also usually less efficient. Lifting off completely while still in gear causes the engine's ECU to cut fuel injection almost entirely. And while the engine will still run, the fuel consumption drops to zero. But if you shift out of gear, the engine will have to use some fuel to keep idling. It's not much, but it's completely unnecessary. And more importantly, if the car isn't in gear, the only way you can control your speed on a downhill is by using the brakes. And that's where the next mistake begins. On long downhill roads, many drivers lightly ride the brakes to stop the car from gaining speed. The problem is that constant contact between the brake pads and rotors generates heat, causing faster wear and, more importantly, brake fade. When the brakes overheat, they lose much of their stopping power. The pedal may still feel normal, but the car won't slow down as it should. A very dangerous situation. The correct technique is to let the engine do the most of the braking. As you begin going down, lift off the throttle and shift down 1 or 2 gears. Engine braking helps maintain a safe speed with much less use of the brakes. If you need to slow down further, such as before a sharp bend, brake briefly but firmly, then release the brakes and let the engine braking take over again. This method prevents brake overheating, reduces wear, and makes driving much safer. Now let's move on to driving uphill. A common mistake is trying to climb a steep hill in too high a gear. The car struggles to gain speed, the engine sounds strained, and it feels like it's running out of power. That's because it is. Going up a hill requires torque, and most engines, especially naturally aspirated gas engines, produce their power at higher RPM. In a gear that's too high, the engine can't generate enough force to pull the car uphill efficiently. The solution is simple. Downshift before the climb begins and keep the engine at its optimal RPM range. As a rule of thumb, a diesel engine should usually stay about 2,500 RPM, while a naturally aspirated gas engine is often happiest above 3,000 or 4,000 RPM. Another common mistake is shifting up too early. The car may feel strong in lower gear, but after shifting up, the engine might no longer have enough power to maintain speed. By the time you shift back down, you've already lost valuable momentum. When going up a steep hill, it's usually better to stay in the lower gear a little longer, especially if you don't know what the road ahead looks like. Shift up only when the road begins to level out. If the car struggles after a gear change, don't force it. Shift back down immediately before the car loses momentum and the engine begins to lag. A steep hill can also catch inexperienced drivers off guard. If you're in the wrong gear or don't use enough throttle, the engine may struggle and stall, causing the car to roll backwards. When you press the brake pedal, it may suddenly feel much harder than normal. This happens because the engine has stopped and the brake booster is no longer providing assistance. The brakes still work though, you just need to press the pedal harder. The correct response is to stay calm, press the brake firmly and use the parking brake if needed. Once stopped, you'll have to set off once again, which on a steep uphill can be tricky. Hill starts are something many drivers, especially new ones, struggle with. How much throttle should you use? How do you stop the car from rolling backwards? And how do you avoid stalling again? Take a second to calm down. Start the engine, shift into gear and prepare to move off again. If your car is a manual, keep the parking brake on and press the throttle slightly to rev up the engine to approximately 2000 RPM. Now start releasing the clutch slowly and once you notice the front of the car is rising up, release the parking brake and set off like you would on a straight. Another thing to keep in mind is that steep uphills and downhills are usually found on mountain roads, which rarely go straight. For example, if you're driving downhill toward a sharp corner, slow down earlier than you would on a level road. Gravity adds to the car's momentum, making it much harder to control if you enter the bend too fast. Uphill corners are generally more forgiving because the gravity naturally helps slow down the vehicle. Road conditions can also change quickly. A dry road at the bottom of the mountain may turn into a wet pavement under dense trees just a few kilometers later. You may also encounter flowing water over the road, mud, loose gravel, damaged pavement, or uneven road surface that can throw your car off balance while braking or cornering. Always look well ahead and adjust your speed to the conditions. Another thing worth mentioning is the load. Your car behaves very differently when it's fully loaded with passengers, luggage, or a roof box. On downhill roads, the extra weight means longer stopping distances and a greater risk of brake overheating. Uphill, the engine needs to work overtime. During long climbs, keep an eye on the temperature gauge. If it rises above normal, reduce your speed and ease off the throttle. A common situation on narrow roads is meeting another vehicle where there is only enough room for one to pass. As a general rule, the vehicle traveling downhill should give way to the vehicle climbing uphill because restarting up a steep hill is much more difficult. When parking on a steep hill, make sure your car cannot roll away. Apply the parking brake firmly, shift into park or, if it's a manual, leave it in gear as backup in case the parking brake fails. Also turn the steering wheel toward a solid obstacle, such as a curb, wall, or the edge of the road. If the car begins to roll, the front wheel will quickly hit the obstacle and stop. So there you have it. Driving on steep hills doesn't have to be stressful. Once you understand how gravity affects your car and learn to work with it instead of against it, both uphill and downhill driving becomes much smoother, safer, and more predictable. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe for more practical driving tips, and let me know in the comments, what's the steepest road you ever driven on? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.